Welcome to the Authorbound podcast, where I provide resources to help you on your self-publishing journey. I am your host and fellow author, Laura Winter, and today I want to talk to you about turning your passion, which is fiction writing, into a career. Now, there's a lot of advice out there suggesting that you never turn your passion into an income stream because it just ruins the fun of it. And in a sense, that is true. You feel as if writing itself is no longer the main part of what you're doing and it's no longer fun. But I don't necessarily believe that advice. I think the common misconception is that the hobby or the passion itself, the writing, is what drains the author. So it's the writing that loses its spark. But in reality, it's the rest of the stuff that makes the career kind of lose its glamour. So we talked last week about what an authorpreneur is and how it's more than just writing. You're creating a business around your writing, which unfortunately means that's not all you get to do as a self-published author. I mean, we don't get to sit down and write all day. If we could do that, oh my gosh, there'd be a million of us. We would all do it. But turning writing into a career doesn't necessarily mean we get to do that all day and do nothing else. There is the business aspect that gets neglected, and often that's the part of the career that people don't really like as much. It doesn't have the same appeal. It's not all adventures and magic in a new world and creating characters out of nothing. It's finance and marketing and graphic design and audience building and all the other boring stuff that's required to build a business. And as creatives, that can be a bit of a turnoff. So if you want to turn your fiction writing into a career, you have to be willing to do some of those not so fun parts. It's drudging through the drudgery. And just like there are parts of the writing process that we don't find as fun as world building, there are pieces of the business that aren't going to be as fun either, but they are necessary. But if you're really passionate about making this a business, making your writing into a business, and you really want to adopt that entrepreneurial spirit, you're going to find a way to make those not so fun parts a little bit more bearable. And there are creative ways you can do that. And you can also follow us here at Authorbound, because we're here to help you learn about those not so fun parts. And when you're better at them and you learn a little bit, you can get back to the good stuff, which we're all here for the writing. So that's all I have for you today. Make sure you subscribe on your favorite podcast app. You can check out the YouTube recordings of these videos or of these podcasts. And if you're able to support my blog or this podcast at Authorbound, head to patreon.com/authorbound and drop us a line. I will see you next week on the Authorbound podcast.